Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of Blueprints. Hello day 93. I'm just laughing because Pixel's, my little kitty Pixel is behind me, kind of rolling around on the floor and having fun with the corner of the couch. He's just being adorable and a little weirdo. A little adorable weirdo, aren't ya? Yeah. Alright, day 93. So today I have many of the same big aims, big goals that I've had in other days. Blue memos in my remaining room, getting treasure trove, and getting shrine again if I can, to try and get, like, we have Blessing of the Berry Picker now, which is great. Might even be, it's pretty dang good. I really love it. I really want to investigate more of Pixel. It's run off. Hey Baba, you got some zoomies? It's a very, very, very good power, absolutely, and I do want to experiment more with it, but I know that I really want to keep trying for Blessing of the Monk, so I'm going to keep at that as well. However, might as well go and donate to myself. Here you go birds, it's for you, enjoy, have a cup of coffee somewhere, have a great day. But in addition to that, yesterday I set up part one of my castling experiment by getting the one of the king rooms and one of the rook rooms in a certain position and putting them on the board down there. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, and I don't know. There's so much I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I have so many questions about it. So what I'm going to do today is, at the very least, I'm going to try to at least complete this possible move, which requires me to get on rank, here we are, 1 2 3 4 5 6, on rank 6 today. I have to get to do my experiment. I have to get one of the rook rooms on this square in the center, and I have to get one of the king rooms on this square. I don't know if anything will come of it, and I also don't know if I don't know if this is kind of going in the right direction, but perhaps even the problem with it is that I didn't have a full, complete chessboard yesterday. So it could be kind of in the right direction, but ruined in a sense because I didn't complete the chessboard. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm trying to think of other ways of interpreting this. And one of the things that I've written for myself here while I was kind of working things out, I actually wrote a note for myself. This was, probably a couple of episodes ago. But I was writing, is this perhaps how we acquire the king chess power? And then I realized, oh, no, I have the king chess power. It's just like, I reviewed my photos of the chess power and I was like, no, it's actually there. It's just not included in Ambition of the Pawn, which is what I have every day. So, I've totally forgotten about it because I just look at the 4 that are given to me through this one, which gives you knight, bishop, rook, or queen. And I have never gone back and looked at the king. I know that what the power is because I have a photo of it on my phone and everything. It's Banner of the King, and it lets you, rooms of a chosen color are more likely to be drawn. So in general, I would say, it's not a power that I've been particularly interested in. I love Ambition of the Pawn. It's definitely the daily power I'm happy with. But I have to try some new things, right? I have to experiment with some more ways. I've got to push myself to try and think of different things. So I'm like, if this today doesn't do it, of course I could try it again and try it with getting the full chessboards again. But I want to just try other things as well. So, I'm also interested in getting the full chessboard today, so that if this particular thing doesn't work, like, maybe I can take a look at the Banner of the King and see if this has I don't know. Just try it. See what it do. You know, because it is conspicuously absent, isn't it? It's conspicuously absent from ambition of the prawn. I have no idea if I was saying prawn earlier. I just noticed it now. I might have been doing it before. Ambition of the prawn. Prawns should be ambitious. What great little guys. Go prawn. Ambition of the prawn. It's conspicuously absent. And you're sort of like, well, why? What's so good? You know, like, I could imagine it being absent from this if this were sort of 4 of the less interesting powers, perhaps, and the Banner of the King was like such an amazingly, obviously better power than the other 4. You could go, oh, okay, it's too powerful to include it. You know, there has to be a trade-off to getting ambition of the pawn. But the Banner of the King just makes rooms of a chosen color more likely to be drawn. To me, it's not such a hugely amazo power on the face of it to me. Maybe I'm missing something about it. But so I find its absence conspicuous. So I'd like to try it. And to do that I'll have to give up my darling, lovely, blessed ambition of the pawn. But yeah, anyway. So I'm going to really, really try for a full chessboard today. It's difficult. The queen is the difficult one. Like, I tried so hard yesterday to make it happen. And study is one of the things that could make it easier for it to happen. And, that was the very thing I really struggled to get. I struggled to get in any kind of workable position. Okay. Once again, I'm not drafting workshop because I'm trying to get the blue note for workshop. I really don't want to start my day with lavatory. God knows. Maybe it's actually excellent. Maybe it's exactly what you should do. But, hang on. Oh, damn, I was trying to pick up the die. Oh, well, look, I was going to do this anyway. So I don't have 100 gems to start off with today like I did yesterday that I was unable to use study with. I'm not bitter at all. However, I do have key card. So keys are still an issue. Gems are still an issue. Let's get... Hey, Pixie! Let's get Parla. Let's just get our gems. Nice. And that's it. No trunk. Hello, Parla. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Love it. Very nice. Great. Cool. What have you got for me today? What's on the menu? 3, 3, 3. You know what? Because the last time I did 3 statement boxes, which was the first time, it actually went quite well. So I'm looking forward to this. However, I don't know if you can hear, Pixel is meowing like crazy in the background, so I must attend to him. Alright, as they say, happy Pixel, happy life. And my little darling Pixel is very happy having his treats right now. So, let's imagine, good old, this tends to be the winning formula, right? But it helps me if I can write it down to remember what I'm doing. Okay, let's imagine that this is the all true box. There must be, no matter how many statements you throw at me, game, there must be one true box and one all false box. So let's imagine this is all true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The white box contains the gems. Very specific, okay. A box mentioning a specific color contains the gems. Well, let's just see if the white box does that. A box with only true statements contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. Okay, it does. So could this all be true at the moment? It could be. At the moment it could be. But it relies on this white box, because these are 3 gem statements. It relies on the white box having a false statement, right? A box with only true statements contains the gems. Well, that could literally be a false statement. The blue box contains the gems. If we're believing black box, then you're full of crap, white box. So let's say for now that's false. A box with a statement that is also on another box contains the gems. Well, I haven't looked at the other one yet. So this could be all false. Or it could be false, false, true in this scenario. A box with a... So what have we got here just so I can recognize the statements? A box with a true statement contains gems. Blue box, statement also on another box. Okay. A box with a true statement contains the gems. That's only true statements. A box with a false statement contains the gems. A box mentioning the word true contains the gems. So, as far as I can tell, none. Like, if this is the gem box, then that final statement there can be false because none of the statements on this box are on any of the other boxes. Yeah. And so it could be true, 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 false, 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 and then this could be whatever. A box with a true statement contains the gems. In this scenario, that's false. A box with a false statement contains the gems. In this scenario, that's true. A box so this one has to be mixed. This one can't be the all true box or the all false box anyway. A box mentioning... Well, actually, no, it could still be the all... Yeah. It could still be the all true box because it could be a box that has a mix that contains the gems and it has a true statement and it has a false statement. Okay. A box mentioning the word true. Mentioning. So casual. A box mentioning the word true contains the gems. This one does mention true. It says a box with only true statements contains the gems. So this could be... To me, I think it does work out. I could be missing something. I think it does work out this is all true and this is all false and this is false, true, true. So it could be this one. It does work out. Let me just try something else. How about if we say that this one is the false, false, false box? So in that case, a box with a false statement does not contain the gems. It would have to be in the all true box. The white box does not contain the gems. And a box mentioning a specific color does not contain the gems. This one mentions a specific color. This one mentions a specific color. This one does not mention a specific color. So if this one is all false, a box mentioning a specific color does not contain the gems, so the gems would have to be in the blue box in this scenario. If this is all false. A box with only true statements contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. So in this scenario, that second one would be true. I'm not sure about the first one yet. A box with a statement that is also in another box contains the gems. Not sure about that one yet either. So let's take a look at this. I'm not sure if this one is all fox in this scenario, all false in this scenario. This one I'm not sure of. So far, I only know that the middle one would be true. However, because this one is telling us basically, yeah. So this box is telling us that the blue box has to contain the gems, but it also tells us that in a false statement, that a box with a false statement contains the gems. So it sort of by default means that the blue box has to be all true. So let's see if that works out. A box with a true statement contains the gems. A box with a false statement contains the gems. No, doesn't work. So we can scrap this scenario. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm inclined just to, like, I haven't investigated the possibility of this one being a mix true and false, but because the true statement does work as far as I figure, and I could be wrong, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, great. I felt better about it having done the other scenario, but I felt good enough to not to not do the third scenario. Cool. All right, good. Good. Some gems for the day. Let's see. Oh, treasure trove. Yes. It's just worth it. It's totally worth it. Especially because I'd still really like to be able to try to get multiple treasure troves if I can with the Chamber of Mirrors. So getting one early in the day is ideal. I would really like the keys from Nook, but I would like this even more. It will take away my only key though. I'm just gonna get all of this. We're gonna get a little bit of interest at least. Money! Look at that. Oh my god, money is no object. Money is no object. So let's see what we can get in the corner. Okay. Maybe it's just good to put bedroom closet here? Yeah. Oh, hey! I feel like it's been a while since I've seen metal detector in bedroom closet. Nice. And we do get a key. So I kind of want to open this right now. Even though it's only 2 keys, I just desperately want to open this. It could, you know, let's just cross our fingers and hope it doesn't become an issue. All right, so this is box number 23. My God, and it's a black box, which is my most exciting color of box, and it's got a moon, and a black box with a moon is my most exciting combo of box. So I'm really thrilled about this. Interestingly, our recent messages have said, about handwritten green memos, of which this is not. The last one we got said the next 3 green memos we find in this room will all be true, but I believe that it is a lie. So I don't think the next 3 green memos will all be true, but I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that they're lies. It just might mean that they're not all true. Before that, actually on box 19, we got what I think is a true message that said the next 4 boxes marked by moon will contain false statements. And so this is and I think that's true. So this is the first box since then that contains a moon. So I'm expecting it to be false. Oh my God, is there a camera on me? No. No, the game knows me deep in my soul. As you have always suspected, there is more to the den than meets the eye. It's probably it's been one of my earliest, most suspected rooms. Oh no, and I believe this is a false note. So I think the game is laughing at me. The game is laughing at my den suspicions. Oh no, it probably means there's nothing going on in the den. I reckon that this is a lie. Oh, that's so funny. The game is absolutely there must be a type of player that I fit into, and this note is for me. This note is for us all. I'm just writing this down. As you have always suspected. You know what? It's kind of funny because just the way this is phrased, it doesn't really make much sense as a true note anyway, because the game can't say that it's true that I've always suspected there's more to the den than meets the eye. You know, that on its own just kind of implies to me that this is false. There is more to den than meets the eye. So the den is just a living room. I'm sure that that's what it's saying. The den is just a place that's nice to spend time where nothing happens. Nothing happens because of spending time. All right, I'm happy to believe box number 19 that had a blue note and had a sun on it, and everything about that tells me it's true. And that box is telling me that this is false, and I believe it. I believe this is false. Hilarious. That's so funny. I'm running off with my tail between my legs. But hey, I feel no shame for suspecting things in this game. It's the joy of playing this game in so many ways for me. Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of players who go into this game and they only want to solve things and be right. And that's totally fine. That's your play style. You know, I get it. It's fun to be right and it's fun to solve things. But I don't. And I think if you're this far through this playthrough, you understand that about me. Like, I enjoy the weird rabbit holes that this game has given me the sandbox to dabble in. I think I mixed so many metaphors there, but I'm sure that you know what I mean. Yeah, okay. I think that's the game telling me that den ain't nothing. Den ain't nothing. All right, let's try from here. Den is good now because I'm just double checking so I don't make a silly mistake. Den, it's so funny to see you right now of all times, Den. I do have the blue memo for Den, yeah? Den. Yep, the sin associated with this room is associated with the use of time. The sin in this room is the time I have spent thinking that time mattered in Den when it doesn't. Okay. It's not, I don't know, like it'll give us the extra exit north. I was a little bit just thinking, even though it would dead end, commissary could be good here. I could also pick a berry. So one of the reasons, I'm sure it's probably apparent to you, that I'm drafting in the house again without doing the outer room is that I'm trying to amass some redraw die so that I can try and get shrine again. However, why not? I'm actually gonna use I love the berry power. Oh, interesting. Okay, not a very good spot for vestibule, but it's done now. Conference room, I'm still trying to get the blue memo in, so we'll leave that and we'll go kitchen here, which is not a bad room to have easy access to. Hey, kitty. Okay, and the beef stew pie. You know, this is one of the meals where, because I've been paying a little bit of attention to the meals since the blue memo that we got in the dining room, this is one of the meals where the main course title on the menu says beef stew pie, but everywhere else, including in the dining room, it says country stew pie. Just interesting to note. Just interesting. I always turn this on. I like that water wasting. I like it wasting away. Ah, okay. Well, the problem with foyer right now is it would use 2 gems. I'd love to do another foyer experiment, but I'm not so gemmed up that I can really afford that right now. So let's do spare green room here. And it's not been kind to us, but that's okay. On we go. It would probably be... So either way, I'm going to do either hallway or passageway. Hallway and passageway are both going to take us to an existing spot from vestibule anyway. Passageway has the benefit of the extra northward exit, but again, it uses 2 of my 3 gems, so I'm thinking hallway. While I'm doing all of this, of course, my goal is to get, and this is one of the reasons actually why I should refrain from drafting Nook if possible. I'm trying to get, up here, a rook and a king room, But in addition to that, if possible, I would love to get a full, like the full castle suite, which is not too difficult except for queen, really. King is a little difficult. Queen is the real trouble. So that's not going to happen unless I can manage to get study or ladyship's chamber. So the best I can do is to try and, you know, go down from foundation to try and get, you know, ladyship's chamber and make that more likely. Other than that, of course, I'm hanging out for study, but I don't know any other way to make study more likely because it's a blue room, so I can't do it with, you know, secret passage or anything like that. Anyway, I've only got the one key, so I'm not really like comfortable doing this yet. Maybe we should try over here. Okay, I need to avoid workshops, so let's go observatory, ruining the vestibule completely. Vestibule is not doing anything for anyone there, but that's okay. 51 stars today, so I do have the option of the inkwell. North Star, 1 coin, cute. I don't want to use it if I can avoid it, because I've just got my stars back. I don't want to like just use it for anything. So we'll see how we go. I mean, but it's excellent to have that option. It's absolutely freaking excellent to have that option. Of course, now I also know that there's something else you can get with even more stars, so I'm really, really keen to get that. So this actually could be the perfect spot for Den, and I will get a gem, but security would be really, really good as well. I would just lose a gem. So I think for now I'm going to do Den. Let's do Den. No treasure map. Okay, but we get our gem. All right. Den, perhaps this whole time, nothing going on with you at all. Nothing going on with these clocks that have these arrows on them. Nothing going on with the swans both pointed in the same direction, looking at the clock and looking at this thing that has a keyhole on it. Nothing going on with the myriad of clocks and this extremely weird one here. Maybe you're just a nice room, and that's fine. You've always been a great room to me, so no problem with that whatsoever, really. Just for the... it just takes my gem away, though. But, yeah. Takes my gem away. This is also... So this is also... one spot away, north from here, is where I need to try and use those spots for. I need to try and have a comfortable redraw ability before I try and draft on those spots, so I can try and get my king and my rook rooms. I do have the star ability, so there's that. I'd prefer not to use it, but yeah, just noting. Exit wise though, this is good. But then this would, I could dead end here and get 2 gems and a key, and then be in a much better position for drafting up north. I might try that. I think I don't want to neglect resources and get myself in a tricky situation. Everything has the possibility of getting you in a tricky situation. Okay, and yeah, let's try from here. So commissary commissary is perfect. Cool. We lose a gem, but commissary is always worth it. All right. Sledgehammer, great. We can deal with our trunks. Shovel. Compass. I'm not sure if you're gonna do right by me today, Compass. We'll see. I hold out hope. So just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these 2 are the ones I need. nevertheless, so yeah, let's try from here as well. Oh, a key? All right, never mind. Let's not try from here. I'd rather have at least a couple of keys with me to go to the foundation. Oh, not quite this key, but it's okay. I'll take it. I'm not opposed to the opportunity for garage today. Okay, so here it would be really good to have, you know, a north and a south. It's not to happen. Walk-in closet is very good. Walk-in closet is still somewhere, I still need the blue memo in walk-in closet as well. It's just not been on my, you know, so maybe let's redraw here. Let's use a star redraw. Like, okay, East Wing Hall, perfect. Thank you. Okay, great. Like 1 star to, oh, hello? Coins. 1 star to have gotten that. That's a really, really good outcome. Okay, vault, I may need you, so hang back. Whoa, vault, whoa. I kind of feel like it's a bit of a waste to put corridor here if I'm not going to use the power of the rook to use the, you know, corner redraws. God, look at this. Look at all of the hallways I've got in one little cluster here. They're not all joined together, but they're all close together. Maybe we'll just put it here. Like, in a sense, I'm just thinking it gets it out of the pool. Maybe that makes it more likely for me to draw the things that I need. Okay, so maybe here, break room. Yep, let's do break room here. So we'll get some kind of key, some kind of decent key, and that's great. It's a good start to the day. All right. So 23 minus 13, so 7, and then times 2, 14, and then 14 divided by 4, no. What have I done wrong here? 23, then this one. 23 minus 13, 10. What am I doing? Basic. Often with these ones, I know that there's some kind of basic mistake I've just made. 10 times 2, 20, and then 20 divided by 4, 5. So here we're doubling. This is kind of like makes a cool little pattern up here. So 1 divided by 3, then we're doing this twice, times 20, 6.6 times 20, 133, rounded to the nearest 10, so let's say 130, if I've done that the right way. Then 130, we're then dividing 20 by 3, so 130 minus 6.666. Oh, hang on, that's... Let me do this last one again. So we've got to do a third, but twice. So to get 2.22, but it seems like the game's not going to have me finish on a fraction. So let me have a think about this again. I think I've got my head around this because because these last two, they just cancel each other out anyway, right? They just cancel each other out. So but that would leave me with 130, which doesn't make sense. So I think I've done the earlier part wrong. I think rather than doing you know, 1 divided by 3, rather than at this point doing times 20 times 20, is it instead that I add them together? Yes, times 40 gets you a much more reasonable 13, and then these other ones would cancel out. So we're okay, no, incorrect. What was this one again? This one was 5. 1 divided by 3. This is not a third. Is it, hang on, is it just 14? Did I not? No, it's not. Okay. Hey, Pixie! 1/3. And then, oh my god. I'm here again. Billiard room, just give me the key. 1/3 times 20 times 20 times 20 and then rounding, right? So actually rounding to 7. Okay, I'm not doing the, I should be rounding before the double. Yep, all right, 7. And then 7 times 20, 140, but then there's nothing to round, it's just 140. And that just leaves me with something that doesn't make sense. So it's, I feel like it's definitely this pink one I'm screwing up. The music's like given up. It's just given up on me. Music, it's abandoned me in the room. I'm taking too much time on. That's the meaning of the music, which makes sense because I guess the last time I noticed it was in the parlor. So 1/3 multiplied. Hey, Pixie. Hey. You can get in the cupboard. It's open. He's kind of like looking sad and meowing at the cupboard door, but like the cupboard is open on both sides of where he is. It's already open here and here. Yeah, but don't worry, I'm not judging you because you should see what Mummy's having trouble with right now. 1/3 times 40 gets me 13. I round down to 13. And then I'm just subtracting, adding and adding. All right, this one's I'm just too stumped. I'm gonna just try. I'm just gonna try to get through this. 5. What could it be? 25. 6. 5. 7. 5. 15. 5. 1. 5. 10. 10's usually a good one, isn't it? Should have just tried 10. Yeah, so you can get in the side there, Pixel. We both solved our puzzle at the same time. He realized he can get in the side of the door. Of course, I just guessed my way through it. Cool. All right, so we have break room here. I've got, I'd say, a decent amount of keys. Let's head on up and see what we can do. Now I'm tempted to draft this one. Wow, I could just have a massive, massive amount of hallways. I don't think it's serving me. Pixel, what are you doing? He's trying to climb up some of the clothes in the wardrobe. Or I could put boudoir here and just, cut this section off. Still be able to go forward from commissary and, of course, from foundation, but have the extra redraws without needing to use, stars. Yeah. Let's just do that. Let's just get redraws. I'd much rather be able to make, redraw and redraw and redraw in spaces so that I can make better use of the spaces that I'm using, rather than just drafting and sort of, trying to get things out of the pool, I suppose. So might as well get our steps now. Thank you, bananas. Probably not. Yeah, I've only got one green room so far. We'll keep it there. It's right next to entrance hall anyway. And let me just think. Did I have another trunk waiting for me somewhere? Okay. No, I don't think so. All right. Onwards. So I've got 3 drawers as well as the star redraws. I think we can try for shrine. I do wonder if I should actually go for the blessing now or have the berry picker for the day, even if I get shrine. Yeah, I think trading post is a really good one as well for trying to make things happen, for getting redraw die. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the prospect of being able to get the monk blessing so that I can open that treasure chest as soon as possible. Okay, there we go. We have been blessed. Thank you, Shrine. So we've got it here. I've certainly got the money. And by the way, I did look up. I don't know if this is what would do it, but I did look up how much money I put in when I got Blessing of the Monk, and it was I've got it saved on my phone and everything. It was 62 coins. So I might just do that to see if it could bring me the same blessing. But getting that blessing, I think berry picker could potentially be useful through this day. I think if I were to get Blessing of the Monk, it's really, its power is in the end of the day. So maybe we'll leave this for now. We know we've got it here waiting for us. And then I've still got these other, redraw. So it's not really redraw, random draw possibilities, just in case. Okay, Mount Holly, I'm coming for you. In my own special way. I'm coming for you. Yeah, not too bad. 6 gems, 4 keys, and 2 redraw die now. But also our star. What is it called? I can't see it here. The ink constellation, the Inkwell constellation. Excellent. It's unbelievably powerful, but it's just that you use it up. You can very easily, as I did, use it up in one single day. It's probably worthwhile with only 6 gems to go down and get this extra one. And we'll open up the north lever. We'll open up the north lever as well. So, again, this is a good time for me to chat to you about something that I've done offline, which is continue going back through old episodes to track where I have previously had the X's on the treasure map. And this has been kind of an interesting one. In some, in a couple of unexpected ways. So in a sense, I knew, oh, whoops, I went too far. Damn, all the way around again. In a sense, I knew, like, I'm very often getting the treasure map on certain spaces. I'm getting the treasure map, in places that I recognize, kind of over and over again. That I've become really familiar with having the X on certain spots. But I also know that I have had a bit of variety. So, of course, I found, indeed, there are many of the same places I've experienced. When I get the treasure map on certain spots over and over and over again. They're really common. I've ended up tracking, I might not have it completely comprehensively. I've ended up tracking, what is it like? I'm trying to multitask here. There we go. I've ended up tracking about, or not even about exactly. Hang on one sec. Too many pages in this thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So far, 8 spaces where I've had the treasure map X from, on the treasure map, different spaces in the house. And this is over many days, especially like recently. I've had the treasure map a ton. So it's consistently been, so far, these 8 spaces that have come up. I doubt very much that that's all. I'm sure that there are others, because one of the things is that the X's start to make a little bit of a pattern. I'm not overthinking, I'm not thinking too much about this pattern, but it's just that there's a little bit of symmetry to where some of these X's are. So that's just a small thing. I don't think that there's necessarily anything to it, but there are probably, I would imagine there are probably certain spots on the house where a treasure map X is possible, and I doubt that I have all of them. So I don't think that that's the case. But nevertheless, I've been able to see these are the spots where I have had it so far, and this is across 93 days in the mansion. And of course, a lot of those days I haven't had a treasure map, but as I've gone, it's become more and more common. It's been more and more common just for me to get more items in general anyway. So what that's allowed me to see is that so if I were thinking about those letters that are on the back of the statue in Cloister, if that was related in some way to the treasure map X, and I don't think it is necessarily, it's just something I'm kind of curious to try, then, and if that treasure map X itself needs to go, if those letters relate, as I've said before, to the if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes message across the mansion using those letters, then there are three spots on the house that I've been thinking like could be places I need to get this treasure map X and dig. However, only one of those spaces so far matches up with one of those places, and essentially that is rank 6 in the east wing, so sort of the fifth column here, and that is where that would match up with, because as I've said many times before, I can't even tell if that first letter is a C or a G. And if all of these things that I'm saying are correct, and none of them may be correct, but if so, if we follow this theory down the theory rabbit hole, this is where the G is, and so, here, this is where the G is, and so this is where the S of G is, and essentially where I'm imagining that X, the space that this X relates to. And, sorry. No, it's not the G. No, this is one of the places where so far I haven't had a treasure map X. It's actually up here, on rank 8. This is where I've had a treasure map X before, and that corresponds to the C of count, if we count small gates. So this is the T of count. And I've only had a treasure map X on this spot once, and it was on day 8. Day 8. is the only time I've ever had a treasure map that has had an X on this spot. So while I'm still interested in trying this if it comes up, it seems very unlikely, because as far as I know, I have no control over like what that X is. Nothing at all. Okay. So, question. Do I want to go the rook and have the corner redraw ability to potentially try to get myself study? That's my main interest. Or do I want to try armory again and see if the axe is present? I think today, given everything I'm trying, I might go for the rook, because I think with trying to get the chess pieces in the right places, just trying to do everything I can to get me extra redraws is better. I've already used the bottom. I haven't been smart about using the bottom corners, but that's okay. I didn't know what I wanted to do until just this moment. All right, so once again, here and here, if I'm going to follow this theory through, is at least where I need to get the king here, or and the rook here. So these I really need to be confident about my ability to redraw on these spaces. Thankfully, the stars really help with that. However, I would really like to not use up all of my stars again if I can. So we're just keeping that in mind, that these are two very, very precious spots right here. So with that in mind, I'm even just thinking like maybe let's just try for one of the blue memo rooms right now. It uses a key, but that's okay. That's what they're here for. Okay, so all of these I've already had. Let's try a redraw. It's getting harder and harder. Yeah, Nook is ideally what I need to save for lower down. It's getting harder and harder to come across, the more blue memos I get, like the needle I need to thread here is smaller and smaller. There are just fewer and fewer rooms that I can try to get on these spaces. Let's try a redraw. Okay, hang on. Rotunda? Actually, Rotunda. Oh, this is what I need the axe and the armory for. Rotunda is on my list, so maybe it's the time for Rotunda. It's kind of a good position for Rotunda as well, because it lets us obviously reach the other things. It will take up 3 gems, which sucks, but yeah, let's do it. Oh, I hate losing those gems. Okay, now I'm assuming, I would expect there's not much in this room. I would expect as I press this, we will see the note behind one of the panels. It's the only way I can see this working. Okay, I didn't see. Oh, it's right here. They just stuck it on the plinth. Okay. All right. I guess it couldn't be behind a moving part, right? Like it would have to be somewhere where the rotunda settled. But I did think you would have to reveal it through pressing the button. Okay. Oh, there are 4 different methods to rotate rooms. That's interesting. I do know a few. So we have the showroom drafting tool. That's one. We have the blessing of the dancer, right? That's another one. That's 2. We have Dovecote. Dovecote would count as well. I'm assuming that they, by this, they don't just mean rotating a room, like Rotunda. Rotunda is a room that rotates. But you're saying to rotate rooms. Rotunda doesn't... Or does it? Can you rotate rooms from Rotunda? Maybe you can, actually. So maybe Rotunda is the 4th way. So there are 4 different ways to rotate rooms. Okay, cool. I think I might know what they are. I think I might know them all. Okay, it does also give us south. Yeah, it gives us a south entry to the antechamber if need be. I could go for another blue room, though I'm now doing it without, you know, with only the star redraw. So, kind of want to hold off a little bit. I think the smartest thing... Let's do one more. I think the smartest thing is actually going to be to go up here, because then I can try to use the rook up here to redraw study. So we'll leave this like this. Like here's fine. I really don't want to have to use Nook. I really need it. I do really want all of these gems. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to redraw here. It's just too hard to do anything else otherwise. Okay, dining room is actually perfect. Dining room, so good, so good. I hope it's a key. I don't know if you're talking about the Joya lunchbox. So let's get this. Great. And let's have our beef/country stew pie. Lovely. Great. Okay, so this is the one. We get redraws here. It would be so good if I could get study here. So it would be so good if I could get study here. Let me just reiterate for you, game. Excuse me. Study. Study would be really good. Study would be really good. Oh man, it's giving me Nook so often. It makes me wonder if I should just head down to the spot that I need to get Nook on and just try and draft it. Because office is going to be harder. And if I can't get Nook, like clock tower is probably going to be fine as well. Redraw. Oh, conservatory, it's so good. Dang, I hate to pass it up. I hate to pass it up, but I've got to go for the bigger goal here. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work. So I might just try a star redraw. Oh, office, no. Office, no. What I would really like here is a south-facing room so that I can start trying to get Her Ladyship's chamber. But I can't, but not you. Not you. Dang it. And I'd love Planetarium. If I'm able to get Her Ladyship's chamber, you know, this would be fantastic because there's a good chance it'll give me the telescope. Well, yeah, there's at least a decent chance I'll get telescope. So that could be a good combo. It's just if I draft this, then I've then got to go south from foundation, which is tricky. Maybe we'll do it. And the good thing, yeah, we'll give it a try. The good thing is we get apple and we get a trunk. So Planetarium has other benefits. Okay. The key is very good because I'm low on keys. Cool. All right. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Given that I'm low on keys, I think let's just use these dig spots. Nothing here, just two? Just two dig spots today. Absolutely nothing, okay. Probably, I might have been able to use that in experiment. Alright, so these spots are fine. Ideally, I want to head over here and then be able to draft south. I am getting Nook so often though. Maybe it is worth going to Rotunda actually and trying to get down to here to draft Nook. I'm thinking that. I mean, Nook is offering itself. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for it. This could be perfect for Silver Key, actually. Because it'd be really good to open things up here. Okay, that's ideal. That's ideal. I don't have foyer yet, so Great Hall will be super locked. So that's not ideal. I don't have a good key situation yet. Indeed, yeah, and we can rotate floor plans here. So yeah. So Rotunda is, yeah, all right. So I think we know what the four rotating methods are. Yeah, I still want to hang on to conference room to try and get the blue note in there. So let's put courtyard here, and this will lead us directly to where we need to try and get Nook. Let's do it. No, nothing from courtyard today. All right. Let's just try it. Okay. Really need to try and get Nook here. So I'm just going to have to use stars. If not Nook, Vault would do, and I think Clock Tower and, Conservatory is no good, but these ones would do as well. Clock Tower would do, right? Clock Tower would do. I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing it would do. So maybe we just take this. Okay. At least we get a couple of keys tomorrow as well. All right, let's go up and see if there's anything else waiting for us. Is that a little... Oh, there's a little key. Hang on, I'll be back for you, key. I'll be back. And there's something else up here. Aha! Oh, that's so good. That's a real help. Thank you, Clock Tower. Appreciate it. A key and a lockpick kit. By the way, haven't looked at the lockpick kit recently. It's still a hobbyist lockpick kit. Okay. I'd really like to be able to get some experiments going today for sure. But, it's not to the top priority. I don't know. Let's do it. Dig spot. Turnip. Great. I love it. Very nice amount of steps right here. Okay, so now I have commissary, courtyard, and rotunda as methods to get over to this side. I have only foundation to get into this entire side. So this is really tough. Really tough. I might just draft a little here. Definitely not office. No office. No, I can't do it. Here would have been, really good for like a mini doored room. So I'm actually going to redraw chapel. Chapel is just doing what I'm asking. Okay. All right. So that's cool. Some even more ways to get around here. I'm just sort of trying to like open. Let's try from. Thank you. Let's try down here, because even if this is study, it's fine. It's not cutting me off from anything. If this could possibly be study, I'd love it. No. I mean, laundry room is very useful. Laundry room is good. I could still get myself into key or gem trouble, And I could convert my money to a massive amount of either. Man, this is hard. It's a hard decision trying to make this all happen. And, you know, of course I'm trying to make something happen that I don't know is going to be anything. So that's another reason why I'm sort of reluctant to like burn through too many of my resources, you know? It's just something I'm kind of hoping I can make happen without like digging myself too deep a hole. Too deep of a star hole, a constellation hole. You know what? No, that uses too many gems. Great Hall, of course. I mean, I'm gonna do Great Hall. I've got the lockpick kit. Let's see what we can get open. Nope. Okay, because we might get some items from this as well. We'll get the lever. Nope. Let's try over here. Okay, we got a key. That's very good. We got a key. We've got one, you know, one entryway into the antechamber. Cool. So there's that. Because the crown would be really useful. No. No. Okay, alright. But the metal detector is... Yeah, metal detector seems to be saying here. Yeah. So this is the one that's likely got some items in it, but I don't know what they're going to be, and I don't know if they're worth a key necessarily. I mean, the great thing is I've got pretty good access to the, you know, the two other blue memo spots here. I think I should do this one next, because then if this one doesn't allow me to go further, I know that I need to go up here, basically. So actually, I think let's find out what this one has for us. Okay, I would really like to be able to get, like, I don't know, conference room. Yo, I asked for it and it delivered. Let's do conference room. Perfect. Perfect. This gives us access everywhere. Key. Is the blue note just going to be on the conference table? Over here? I do keep saying blue notes. I know they're blue memos. Did I miss it? On the... Yeah, it's here. It's next to... So this is Herbert's seat, probably. Red memos were created by Kirkdarren and approved by the Baron and questionably served as the estate's primary security system. Okay. Well, that's kind of information I more or less knew anyway. I suppose it's confirmed now. All right, so conference room done. Conference room can go back to being an excellent room that I don't have to withhold. Check. Let me write this down. At least a version of it, so I know that I've done this on my notebook. Red memos created by Kirkdarren, who is indeed called Kirkdarren, and approved by Baron. Questionable security system. The estate's primary security system. It's very funny. If anything, I would say that the estate's primary security system is the fact that the rooms need to be drafted from interdimensional space, and possibly the next one is that so many of the doors are locked by, you know, keys or a key pass to get into them. Alright, so maybe we should just go straight in and try and do... Well, actually, if I can do this up here... Yeah, if I can do this up here and again try to get a room that goes in both directions, then not only can I grab the crown, which will help with redraws, but I can also try to draft study in the corner here. Okay, so I'm going to star redraw again. None of this is... Why? Why do you do this to me? This would be... So obviously I don't even have a lot of gems right now. However, I can, if I have study, I can do my best to acquire gems, right? However, this blocks me off from my, so far, only entry into the antechamber, getting the crown. That's okay, that's livable. I mean, is it too good to pass up? It might be just too good to pass up. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm so I just have been crying out for this study power. Now the great thing is, Queen Room. So this is what is extra good about study. I actually don't need to try so hard, I think. I'm pretty sure, because yeah, there's no two colors down in the chessboard. So I'm pretty sure that this will serve fine for our chessboard to be able to redraft it again. It's a pity I couldn't manage this yesterday, and it might end up being a critical problem, but either way, we just move on, we try. So we should be pretty good so far, except for the king, and that's all coming down to me trying to get office or throne room here. And then I'm probably, we already have everything else, right? Let me have a look. Chess pieces. Oh, I just dropped. I've got like little mini post-it notes through this notebook as well, and I just dropped one. So we have Queen now. We've got Rook. We have Knight because we have Treasure Room. Treasure Trove. Why have I written that as Treasure Room? Treasure Trove. And Bishop is covered by Chapel. So yeah, I only need the office or throne room here. And then we're good. Great. Definitely not missing anything. Sweet. I mean, I've missed many things in that room. Well, this definitely makes it easier to be able to redraft for the blue memo room that I want. What actually would I prefer more than anything? I'm still hanging out for, we've had conference room now. Workshop and drawing room are two that I'd really like to get out of the way. So ideally, you know, putting it in this spot. Okay, and I've got 4 keys. Let's go back. Let's go back to foundation and draft on the other side. I don't know. I'm kind of like thinking, you know, these could be useful for experiments as well, but I don't know. Just get a couple more. Rotunda foundation. There we go. Yeah, let's give this a try. So this is also, this is the only exit from here, so I do really need, ideally, ways to move forward from here. Okay, we got to use a key. Good thing we have a key. Okay, so cloister is perfect. Except for the fact that it takes all of these gems. But like, you know, I'm already using Great Hall. I'm already using Rotunda. I'm already using conference room, dining room, you know, vestibule. So like, I'm just a bit afraid that if I don't do this, like I'm running out of ways to, you know, to get the exits that I need. It's pretty painful, but let's just do that. Okay. See, I'm now thinking of going here, because if I could draft workshop here, then no, I still wouldn't even be close to being able to make the jackhammer. Yeah, no, I'm really not. I've got nothing. All right, let's go from cloister. We've drafted it now. See, I'm only going to get coins and keys from this. No offense, Arinda. No offense. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I can go a little bit more. It would be super ideal to get a north-south room here. I have no other... Yeah, okay. Garage loves being on this spot, and I need it one more north. I'm straight up going to redraw, and I'm going to redraw stars. Gems are now, at the moment, gems are more precious to me than stars. I know that I can make up a lot of stars through experiments, you know, through having one good day with experiments and stars, I can get quite a lot. So, office, no. No, I really, yeah, okay, gift shop it is. Gift shop just gets us, you know, gets us access to the north and south rooms that I want. So let's do that. Perfect. Okay, hello gift shop. So this, let's see what we can get here. Drawing, oh my god, oh, it's both of the rooms I want. It's both of them. Ah, so which one is better? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know which one's going to turn out to be a better one. And I even have the car keys today, so I could have tried for garage as well. But like, I'm happy with these. I'm super happy with these. I'm gonna go workshop because the exit is just less of a waste. The exit pattern is less of a waste here. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Okay. So battery pack gets me 2/3 of the way to a jackhammer. If that were to come up. Okay. I don't think I've got anything else. I could just use this to make... I can make electromagnet, can't I? I do really want to do more with electromagnet. However, jackhammer would be really valuable. Jackhammer would be excuse me, let me try again. Jackhammer would be really valuable to me if I can manage it. Alright, where is blue note? Blue memo. This is great because now once I get this out of the way, like I can just get back to drafting, you know, workshop at the beginning of the day as normal. And the days work out so much better when I'm able to do that. Aha, hidden in the little pyre. Certain rooms, like mechanical rooms, are more likely to contain security doors. Oh. I don't think I realized that. Well, I certainly have realized certain rooms are more likely to contain security doors. But I hadn't noticed that it was mechanical rooms specifically. Like, I've noticed things like, I'm thinking passageway. Passageway just seems to be often locked. Like, often seems to have a lot of locked doors in it in general. They can be security doors. I feel like courtyard often has security doors in it as well, but I don't know. Maybe that it could just be because I'm drafting courtyard a lot. Okay, great. Workshop has been released from limbo. Done. Where is the entry for workshop? One of the most difficult ones to do, I suspect, is going to be Mechanarium, because I reckon I've got to get I've got to try and get at least a sizable amount of mechanical rooms before drafting that on rank 8 to get the blue memo. I think. I could be totally wrong about that. But it's one of the reasons I've been holding off on that one. Workshop. Oh, workshop. Some rooms got it. Okay, thankfully we have access to workshop now. So if I can find the broken lever somewhere, then Jackhammer can really help me out with gems. Because I got 1 gem right now. That's pretty dismal. That's pretty dismal. Oh. Alright. Trophy room is absolutely here to save the day with gems. However, it would lead me to the space. Let's think about this. It would lead me to the space I need to get office or throne room in. I don't know how they are going to be oriented. Maybe drafting it from the side here is best if it is going to be office. But I have the compass today. It's probably going to mean office orients itself back into cloister. However, I think I can't pass up the opportunity to get all of these gems. So let's give it a go. And if I get throne room, I should be good. Hopefully, if throne room should give me exits back south again. Okay, great. Let's just remember all of my achievements. It's a little boost for me. Okay, with stars, with study redraws, with 9 gems, which is the maximum I could use in 1 room anyway. And with a key. Oh, it gives me office straight away. Dang. It's exactly what I asked for. It's exactly what I asked for. However, it would cut me off from like 6 spaces here, which sort of sucks. But maybe I should just suck it up for today to try this one thing, right? Maybe let's just go with the gift that we've been given. Damn it, there's probably nothing I could have done to have that, oriented in a different way. Apart from having one of the 4 methods available to rotate rooms. Okay. Alright, we'll spread gold into our conference room. Lovely. We can log into the network. And let's see if we've got any messages. Apparently the staff are really keen to give me hints, which is no surprise. However, the only one I've received so far has been about the upgrade discs. Hey! From Kimberly. Simon, last weekend I started making a list of upgrade discs I knew of. It's only half of them, but hopefully it will be of some help. Huh. The thing is, I've only got 2 left to get. I'm not even sure that I can remember exactly where I have and haven't found them. I know Garage was my first one. I know I've found one in Freezer because it was in the back room. I am fairly sure I found one in Morning Room when we first got Morning Room. I have certainly found one in Planetarium when we opened up all of the things. I think, though I'm not sure. Have I found one in Vault? I could definitely imagine that I had, but actually I can't specifically remember. Her Ladyship's chamber. Maybe. That I'm going to have to check on. I haven't had Her Ladyship's chamber very often. I can't remember if there was an upgrade disc in there. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. I will check on that. And then if I haven't found the upgrade discs in one of those, yeah, that would be useful to know about. Great. Okay, so we might as well. I'm honestly thinking rather than security today, although, again, not great with keys, so it could be good to increase the security, but like lab you know, I just think it'd be nice to get some experiments going. So let's do this. Like, yeah, we're on the good end of, you know, the security sort of conundrum in that we have the key card. So there's that. Ooh, small chest, crate, 1 key, 1 gem, or die randomly selected. What have I got? Apple, archive floor plan. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door. Okay, so that actually makes changing the security settings much more useful. However, my day is going to be shorter now anyway because I've just blocked myself off from a lot of the house. I guess, you know, because gems, any of these could be really useful for me. I might just do this. Yeah, not even sure if I'm going to be able to make good on any of that, but we'll see how it goes. Cool. Great. Couple of coins. Okay. All right, so there's nowhere else to go here, but I have now the means. To go and to go back to our chessboard. Yeah. Should I do that now, or should I just continue drafting? Oh, hello? Key. Alright. Could be useful, thank you. Yeah, let's just get it. I don't know. I'm not... Alright, key is good. I'm not really feeling like the possibility for a jackhammer is... It's certainly gotten much better, but I'm still missing 1 key ingredient. Alright, where does it make the most... Excuse me. Where does it make the most sense to draft from? I might try from Great Hall. I'm just kind of thinking if I come up into this space... What's the next one I'm after? Drawing room. Oh no, it would be fine. Yeah, chapel, conference room. Let's really try to get drawing room. And then all of my really common rooms can be released. Aha. More money, more interest. The rich get richer. That is it. It works in this game as it does in life. The rich get richer. All right, cool. So let's try. Where am I going? Door is over here. Okay, this is where I would really like drawing room, and it would be a great room anyway. Oh, hey, Dovecoat. I just love when Dovecoat comes up. It's such a funny room. Like, you just get the little whoo, and it lets you rotate just here. That's it. That's its power. Just here. That's it. Okay, so redraw. Come on, drawing room. These are really good room selections, actually, but I'm really after drawing room. Drawing room. Thank God I have the gem to draft it as well. I often forget that drawing room has a gem cost to it because they just make the gem up straight away. But, you know, of course, the cost itself is still a barrier if you don't have that 1 gem. Okay, exciting. All right, so hang on. There's something somewhere for us. First off, where is it? Over here. There we go. Okay, blue note. I thought I'd check here first. No, not with uncle. Granduncle. Blue memo. Blue memo. Where are you hiding? There's a lot of stuff in this room, so there's a lot of things to like look around, try and look under the chair. Are you on the chair? Up on the mantle, under the clock, in the safe. Chair. I mean, I suppose the obvious thing would be on a painting, right? Like it's the feature of the room. Behind a painting, maybe, just sort of peeking out. And let's not forget that they might put it weirdly high. What if it's... Can I move this again? I can't unmove this once it's moved, right? So it better not be behind that painting. Ah, no. Okay, nope. That's just a weird shadow. Drawing room. Where are you keeping your... Aha! Just on the side of a cupboard. Months are slightly longer than days. Hang on a second. Months are slightly longer than days. Months are slightly longer than... I'm going to say this 20 times. Months are slightly longer than days. What does this mean? I mean, obviously, actual days and actual months have a very big difference between them. I don't think it means that. I mean, days and months, I'm thinking of... You know, look, you could say the word months is longer than the word days, but then it wouldn't be phrased with an R. The months... I mean, the first thing that came to mind, I should say, the first thing that came to mind is thinking about safe codes, because so many of the safe codes are months and days. But I don't know what that would mean, because they all tend to be 2 digits. Months? And what is the relation? Is there any meaning to this being in drawing room, is the other question. Months are slightly longer than days. I'm going to mark that as a blue memo of interest. I do not know what this one means. Where else are months and days featured in this game? I mean, this game has, as far as I can tell, unending days. So in a sense, maybe the actual day the length of a day that you can have in this game is about the size of a month. But I don't think it's that. Drawing room, you are as confounding as I would have expected. Well done, well done. I'm gonna think about this one a lot, and it's probably gonna take me a while. Months are slightly longer than days. Months and days. There's so many. Months and days feature in a lot of different ways in this game. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my... I don't know what's going on with my voice today. You might just have to put up with me having a slightly croaky voice. I'm gonna think about months and days while I have some coffee. I don't know if coffee's gonna help. It makes me feel better anyway. Makes me happy. Okay, I don't know. Let's go and let's see what we can draft in the corner. So I guess we've done the main things I wanted to achieve today. in all of the ways, pretty much. So we can kind of use these other rooms as extras, to maybe even to set up tomorrow. So again, mailroom could be a good one to put here. However, I'm going to just use the redraws a little bit to see. Freezer would be good if what I was trying to do was make money, but that's not my primary goal. So yeah, I could put casino here and just have a go with my massive amount of money, have another go at the game of chance, right? That's kind of tempting. Like, I'd love to get a second treasure trove, but I think that even if there were any chance of that happening, it's contingent on me getting Chamber of Mirrors, and that just seems like a difficult one to get up. Probably because, and I think I can recall, I've probably made it rarer in in conservatory. Oh, let's see if we can get conservatory anyway. Like, that would be a good use of the corner. No, not as such. No. Okay. Well, I have another redraw from the room. Okay. And now I just have my star and my gem redraws. There's nothing in particular that I want to put away in coat check. I could use this just to temporarily not have the gem cost of rooms. Or I could make my situation worse by doing a redraw. Like, if I can get conservatory, it's a permanent change. It's a permanent change. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Alright, in that case, let's just put good old boudoir here, because we'll get 2 redraws and a gem to make up for my loss. Yeah, but I think with the rest of the rooms, I can kind of just like play around a little bit. All right, walk-in closet is definitely going to be one of my next major targets for blue memos. Let's put it here. Let's just see what we get. Aha! Excellent. We can take this and get another planet in the planetarium. I'm so excited. I love planetarium now. I freaking love it. I love planetarium, everybody, and I'm not ashamed for everybody in the walk-in closet to know it. Great. So good. Thank you, Clara. Clara is always so good to me. Clara's always so good to us. Excellent. Excellent. Courtyard, Rotunda. Let's do it. Let's do it. We've got enough steps. Okay, and look, jackhammer's not happening, so let's just get any of these. I'm still hanging out that there might be other items that might come out, you know, like special items that might come from dig spots. Like, I haven't had any for a while, but I don't know if that means I'm through them all or I'm not. And so, you know, I want to keep trying. Ooh, it's there, the Paragon of Ash, yeah? It's our giant purple / representing black planet, I believe, right? This is like the planet of Arindia. Oh my god. Vea, Dark Shadow. Ooh. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain one... Oh, cool. A dirt pile. That's really appropriate. That's really cool. So with the red planet, we got an apple. With, what was the last one that we got? It was Dowager, right? Yeah, Dowager, we got a chest. Though I don't really know how that's related to trunks, but okay. but via dark shadow. Dark shadow. You get a dirt pile, which makes sense because it is the Paragon of Ash. So cool. Okay. What that does bring to mind, and I don't, again, this is a thing, I don't think it's necessarily anything, but I am here to think about things and to consider connections. Hearing this called the Dark Shadow does make me think about the safe house, the message that's in the safe house written by our mother that says we look for the truth that's in the shadow, or something like that. I'm not sure if I can find the photo of it on my phone right now, but it's there. It exists. It's a thing. But, you know, that's just the word shadow, so it's not really much of a connection at all. Okay. Great. So that means I've had 3 planets. There's just 2 more to get. And then I have a, sort of like a fully functioning planetarium, I guess. Unless there's a hidden planet. Okay, well, since I'm here, might as well just, do these last drafts and just see if anything interesting comes from them. This way. Clock tower's gonna, help us start with some keys tomorrow, so that's at least something that we've got, some help that we've got tomorrow. So I have 5 keys. Let's use a key here. Let's see what we got. Because if it's gems, then gems equals redraw. No, money and keys. Okay. However, if I could get showroom, I could potentially buy moon pendant, which would also help with tomorrow. So that's another super useful thing. Let me have a think about this. Can I reason which one is the crappy door? Because this could be the crappy door and then this one wraps around the back of it. Could it be the other way? Yeah, it could be the other way, isn't it? So, yeah, I guess there's no way to tell. I'm gonna go this one. I've got enough keys to experiment. It's the crappy one. Let's do this one. Crappy door is its official name, by the way. Alright, I guess nothing here is useful, really, except just getting more redraws from this. I would get a gem from this, which equals 1 redraw. Either of these will give me 2 redraws. It's an interesting selection. Like, what would be the most useful things I could do here? I'm gonna redraw. Oh, wine cellar. Oh, mysterious wine cellar. Okay, well, now that you're here, I'm gonna get this. Just to... I know there's something here. But I don't know what else to try. But I know 1, 2, 1, 3. They are individual numbers. They matter. Maybe it's something like the order in which, like, you pick, because it's always these 3 gems, isn't it? Like, it's not. This is one of the things I have thought about this previously. Like, there's always these 3 gems of 3 different colors in here. Now that actually is really conspicuous. It's difficult to experiment with, but I have thought, could it be that you're meant to, like, pick up, like, it is, the numbers are 1, 2, 1, 3, right? So what if it's, you have to pick, like, it would be cumbersome, but, like, what if it's like, on 4 separate days, like you come in here and you pick the first gem, and then you pick the second gem, and then you pick the first gem, and then you pick the third gem again, right? Like, this is clearly a weird thing. It's got the family crest in it, and it's one of my best guesses so far for what this family core could be. If the family core is a numeric core, this number to me, like, we know they're individual numbers. It's not a year, they're individual numbers. That to me says so far one of two things. There is a safe in here. The 8th safe is in here. Or it's something to do with this family core. And the other information I have about the family core is that it's meant to be, it's the sum of its digits. So if this is the family core, and I have this written down, then the sum of these digits is 7. What I do with that information, I have no idea. How would I use a 7 in here? How would I use a 7? I don't know. So maybe actually it's something to do with these gems. They are always sitting here in the same... I'll go back and double check, but I think it's the colors are always in the same order as well. That is... Alright, that's something for me to investigate. Okay. And it would make sense to me if this was whatever the family core is, because this is the family crest. I don't know why. I've never been able to understand why there's a knight's helmet at the top here. I like, you know, look, it's kind of a generic thing to put on a crest, I get it, but at the same time, in this family, of all of the things that you could put up, you know, there's so much important symbolism that you could use. So, you know, I don't know why you would go with a knight. All right, wine cellar. Oh, I'm so keen to figure you out. I'm so keen to figure you out. So I might as well go from here, because this is where I'm using my keys anyway. I don't know what else. So of of tomorrow rooms that I could possibly get, I'm just thinking through them. Everything I can think of is a dead end, which is sort of the problem with tomorrow rooms. Like clock tower is a dead end. Freezer is a dead end. Mail room is a dead end. Sauna is a dead end. I'm not even sure I can think of a tomorrow room that's not a dead end. So I certainly don't have exactly 2 hallways. I have so many hallways today. I was just thinking, like, I still have a note that I would like to try the power hammer in the bunk room. I'd also like to try specifically the bunk room with the treasure map X. And the reason for that, which I can't do today anyway, but I'll just tell you while I'm thinking about it. The reason for that is because of one of the Architecture Digest's editor's notes at the end saying that, you know, something or other is to be found in the floor plans of our youth. And so I've always kind of thought, like, what if something interesting is buried in the bunk room? The youth of Simon and Herbert. Anyway, I'm just going to do this and do our last little draft. Cool. Well, I wouldn't be able to use the prism key anyway, because this is a blue room, so it don't work. Let's just see what we can get. What would I do with items? What would I do with them? What would I do with anything here? The best thing is just to try and go for a tomorrow room, I think. Or to go for showroom with the potential for getting... I don't think I've even seen showroom on offer today. I'm kind of tempted to just to go for throne room, because I just like having it in case it does something, you know? Like, I like having it anyway. It's just such a good, important, cool room. I like that it will turn my house at the end of the day into a castle. I just like that. I like that I get a castle at the end of the day. I'm just into that. However, okay. Alright. Let's just finish with wild berry then. Because I'm about to probably... Oh, okay, we got aquarium anyway. I'm about to probably get rid of my wild berry blessing anyway. Gem. Alright, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, herrings. Oh, that's right. Yeah, all good, all good. For a second there I was just thinking, why is aquarium powered up? And then I was like, oh no, it's a power room. It is itself a power room. Okay, so that's that for this day. That's that for this day. We don't have a joined up house, so we've got to make our way back to foundation. We can now go and get our blessing with, I'm going to put exactly the same amount of money in that I previously had. And of course, let's go down to our chess room and see what we can make of this day. Probably nothing, but if nothing else, I'm just going to try the banner of the king. We'll just try it. Because I ain't never tried it. I guess at this point I've tried all of the rest, right? I've tried all of the rest, now come to the best. So let's do this. Oh, it kind of shoved me in because I wasn't fully in. It's like, get in the elevator. I still love this. So cool. Alright, it's not this one, it's not this one. The third exit, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let me just remind myself. Let me take a photo. It's much easier than trying to remember. Okay. Now let's put the king. Oh, sorry, 6. I was like, what? And rook. There we go. Nothing. Okay. Nothing from putting just those. So I suspect that this is just not it. This is just not it. And it may be that, again, it may be that this is the right thing to do. However, you have to do it with 2 complete chessboards. But it may also not be that. Either way, what I can do is at least try something different. So let's try... treasure trove. Pawn... Hang on. Chapel, you go up here. There we go. Pawn, I'm not even going to bother looking. I'm sure that there's something for you somewhere. Okay, and you will go up with the marvelous placement of study. Cool. Okay. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. Yeah. I don't know what will come of this I don't know what will come of this, if anything. But at the very least, we can experiment with something that I haven't tried. That's queen. This is king, yeah? Banner of the king. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. There's otherwise nothing to be noticed about them. I mean, that literally might not be true. I don't really mean that. The way in which I mean it is there doesn't appear to be... I can't see anything that seems out of place, you know? Okay. Let's just accept this power. Let us try the banner of the king. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day and unlocking the pieces again. It's not the easiest thing to experiment with these. It is not the easiest thing. So now I got the king. Banner of the king. Ah. So can I, wow. Hey. Interesting. So can I just come into my menu and choose this at any time on a given day? It literally has no relevance today. Black prints are more likely to be drawn while drafting today. Well, not anymore. Not anymore, they're not. Not anymore, they're not. Okay. It's something. It's something. I certainly feel like my first castling experiment hasn't worked, but you know, we'll keep on trying. We'll keep on trying. And at the very least, we can experiment with this other... It's conspicuous that this power is absent from ambition of the pawn. I nearly said pawn again. It's conspicuous. It's not on the face of it. As far as I can reason, it's not an incredibly useful power. That said, actually, this could be really useful for me. Like, maybe tomorrow I'll choose blue. Blue is on offer, right? Yeah, blue is on offer. And then maybe, you know, like, I can just, maybe that'll help me out with getting some of my remaining blue memos. But then I could actually, I'm now thinking of ways in which it can be really useful. I could also choose black prints, and if I am able to get Chamber of Mirrors, maybe that'll help me to get multiple treasure troves. Okay. So hang on. What better not? Hang on, I'm a little bit afraid. Can't I just give you... I want to take this but then give you more money. Can't I do that? Are you going to curse me if I take this money back? Oh no. Am I going to be cursed? I'm a little bit afraid. I guess it does seem bad taking it out, but I'm actually going to give you slightly less, to be honest, but... Oh no. Yeah, I've been cursed. I see. Okay. Oh no. Look, it could have been predicted. How cool though. Like, I've been cursed by the box, but yeah, now I've been cursed by the guy. I've been cursed by the monk, I guess. Wow. All right, well, 2 days of curse. It's okay. I deserve it. Dang, so you sure you don't want to take my 351 coins? Can we come to an arrangement here? You sure? Jangle, jangle, jingle, jingle. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All this money. All right. Okay, he don't want a bar of it. All right, no worries. So I've learned a lesson. That makes it so much harder to get the blessing of the monk, though. My God, because I can't actually just redraw shrine and choose a different blessing. That is tricky. Okay. Anyway, we'll head over to break room and finish the day. Oh, well, 2 days of curse. 2 days of curse. What if I were to get shrine? I wonder if when you're cursed, you actually can't get shrine again. Because what if I go in on another day and I donate more money? You know, will he be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You know, all good. That'd be nice. Cursed myself again. At least it's only for 2 days. All right. Okay. Well, I was successful in my experiment, which is the most important thing, because when I'm successful in my experiment, whether it has, like a transformative outcome or not, the important thing is that I know something and I've learned something. And I've certainly learned something today, which is that what I have tried so far does not work. So it could be that there are other conditions on it. We can keep trying in future. However, many other successes, I'm now using this kind of now suspicious Banner of the King power. So let's play around with that a little bit. And also, other cool things like getting another planet in the Planetarium. 3 of 5 now. And Planetarium just becomes a better and a better room. So actually this was really good. I managed to get study. I managed to get the rooms where I wanted. We got some other bonuses. I've enjoyed the day. I didn't super enjoy being cursed, but again, I have learned something. I have learned something important now. So I actually learned, getting Blessing of the Monk is going to be really hard. I'll do some more thinking about that. I think before I try Shrine again, which I'm definitely going to do again as soon as possible, I'm going to do a little bit more thinking about the way. I'm going to revisit what's written about it in the Architectural Digest and try and figure out like a little bit more about how it works so I can make the best use of it. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and everybody, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.